So my hair started breaking off about 5 or 6 years after I got a relaxer. I'm gonna let y'all know what happened. I did get it cut, I got it trimmed more than what I wanted to. You know how I grew it back. By the way, if you're new to this channel, I'm still relaxed. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey guys, it's just me, Ebony, today for this video. If you're new to our channel, I usually film with my twin sister Erica, but today it's just gonna be me. And yeah, we usually share videos on relaxed hair care and how we take care of it and everything. So if you're not subscribed, just go ahead and subscribe so you won't miss out on any videos. But yeah, because they can really help you. But getting into the video, we usually talk about everything that we do right, and we never really talk about anything that we've done wrong or any mishaps with our hair routine. But that's gonna change today. So yeah, this setback story. So, I mean, I wouldn't say it was a major setback. To me, it was so major because I had to get my hair trimmed, and to me, it was the shortest my hair had ever been, and I felt like there were more inches cut off than what I intended or wanted, but actually I really needed it. But we'll get into that later. We're just gonna first get into the video on how the setback happened and just, yeah, what happened pretty much. Now, as most of you guys may or may not know, my sister and I, we have had our hair relaxed since we were 13. So, I mean, and since then, I mean, when we got it relaxed at 13, there were no problems. Our mom was always taking care of it. You know, we were home, she was always looking after it. It's not like we were the only ones that were just kind of monitoring our hair routine. Our mom had a good grip on that. The relaxer really helped with that. So it was fine for the most part. But then came college, and I think it was about like freshman. Yeah, I think it was around the end of freshman year is when my mom noticed. But yeah, college came about, and we weren't living at home. We were actually living in the dorms, even though we lived like 10 minutes away from the college, but we decided to live on campus anyway. Since we were living in the dorms, we didn't have our mom looking over our hair as she normally would. You know, we would usually kind of just go home on the weekends and everything, and she, you know, do our hair then. She put it in braids, or she just do her thing with our hair, but it wasn't like constant as it used to be when we were, you know, in elementary and high school. You know, we were on our own and stuff. So yeah, towards the end, maybe towards the end of freshman year, my mom, when she did see us, she kept saying, she kept asking me, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah," and stuff. She was like, "Oh, okay," because your hair, look, the back, it just looked, you know, like it's breaking off. And I was like, yeah, I just kind of brushed it off and everything because I was just so used to my hair already being in good shape anyway. And I didn't even realize that I was just kind of neglecting it for the most part while I was in college. But so yeah, and then I'd see her again. She's like, "I mean, are you sure you're okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." She's like, "Oh, and your hair's just breaking." It's said again, your hair's breaking off in the back. So, I mean, after her repeated comments about my hair, I was like, okay, what is going on? Because it was in the back of my hair. I mean, the front, my hair grows in layers, but like she could tell, I mean, she's used to my hair and stuff and everything. She was used to doing my hair, so she knew when something was kind of off. So what I did, I just took a hand mirror and I stood in front of like a big wall mirror with my back to it, and then put the mirror in front of my face so that I could see the back of my hair. And then I did see, it was a little ate up and bit up back there. So, I mean, like I said earlier, like my hair grows in layers and everything. So these weren't layers. These were like jagged. The way it was growing, it just wasn't natural. So she was right, it was a mess back there. So I was like, yeah, I gotta fix it. But first, I think it was really important to figure out like what happened, what caused it, why it started to break off. Now my mom, who knows me more than anyone, I mean, obviously she birthed me, she thought it could have been stress. And I mean, I think that did contribute to it because I have a tendency to be a worrywart, and especially with it being like my freshman year of college, and it was towards the end with like finals and everything, I was definitely around that time I was stressed. I was stressed out and everything. So I tend to hold stuff and overthink and overanalyze stuff. I'm a lot better now, but back then in college, I was just like, I was like a stress ball because I wanted to do well in school. So my mom thought it could be that, and I was like, yeah, that could be it. And there was also, in hindsight, there was also other factors that contributed to it. I kind of know what was the problem that was causing like my hair to break off like that. Stress, definitely, but also a lack of a consistent hair routine. When I started college, my attention focused to my studies. I wasn't even thinking about my hair. I didn't neglect it completely, but I wasn't like a full-on paying attention to it or mindful of it as I was when I was at home, because you know my mom was doing it, so I didn't didn't think anything of it. My hair was not my top priority, and it wasn't anything that I thought I had to like really kind of, you know, take care of. I know that sounds silly, but yeah, I was just focused on school and everything, and which is, there's nothing wrong with that and stuff, but at the same time you gotta take care of yourself too. And so yeah, it was just that my hair care routine or any kind of consistency was just non-existent. I wasn't wrapping my hair like I do now. You know how now in our videos we preach wrapping with satin and all that stuff, and I wasn't even doing that. What I was doing was I was plaiting up my hair at night, and I don't even think I had a scarf. Did I have a scarf? Yeah, I did have a scarf, but I wore it on the top. I just tied it around the top and then just wore like one plait, and there was the only thing, yeah, I was sleeping with satin, but it wasn't wrapping it. So yeah, we just had the cotton pillowcase, and I know like the hair being plaited up with the ends out. I didn't even plait it all the way. I just plaited it with maybe 3/4 of the way down, and the rest was just, the ends were just out. So they were just rubbing up against the cotton pillowcase, and there was really nothing like soft for it to rub up against, so it was just the friction was causing it to break. I know that definitely contributed to that. That takes me to another reason that I think maybe contributed to why my hair was breaking is when I plaited my hair, it would be like super crinkly when I took it out, and a lot of times I wanted to keep my hair straight. I mean, the crinkly part was good, but like I was kind of obsessed with just having just my straight blown out hair and stuff. When our mom would blow dry our hair, you know, we would just plait it up and go to sleep at night, and then in the morning we unplait it and it would have like some crinkle to it, and we were like, no, we don't want that, we want it straight. So what I was doing is I had a blow dryer, and I would use the blow dryer to just straighten out the crinkles towards the end, so that heat from the blow dryer was just concentrated on just my ends. And I'm trying to think if I even used, I think I did use a heat protectant. I wasn't that negligent. It was just a lot. I thought the hair dryer was just there with the comb attachment to get my hair straight. I was using that heat. I wasn't even going to touch a flat iron because I just was not really well versed in that. But the blow dryer I had on high heat, and I would just use it even when I go home to visit. I would use my mom's hair dryer. I think that's what it was. I was using her hair dryer and stuff, and I would just like try to get the ends straight and everything. So I remember doing that, and I think that caused it too, because like compared to what I do now, I think that was a lot of heat. So yes, that was just a hot mess right then and there. So yeah, all of that combined with the stress just made it worse, and then I guess my hair just couldn't take it anymore, so it just started splitting up and then started breaking off. I don't think I noticed it splitting and breaking off, so that's when my mom had noticed the breaking off part. So that caused it, I know for a fact. So yeah, we needed damage control. So my mom, she was like, okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna find anything with vitamin E. At the time, we weren't using any oils. We were still getting our scalp greased, and that's another thing. I don't think I was greasing my scalp consistently like how my mom would do it when we were living at home. But she would do it like on the weekends or something. We ask her, oh, can you grease our scalp or something like that? Or we would do it ourselves sometimes too, but like I said, I wasn't consistent with it. So at the time we were still using grease, and it was this grease called Super Grow. My mom still uses it, and it's got vitamin E in it, and it's a conditioner type grease. So what she was doing was whenever she even touched my hair, she treated it with that grease. So she put it on my actual hair with the strands, and she would also put it on my scalp. And I don't know if y'all still use grease. I kind of want to go back to it. I don't know. But the way my scalp is, I don't think it would be a good idea because my scalp can get pretty flaky sometimes. But that grease really did save my life. And it wasn't just the grease, it was the vitamin E, obviously. But it was just vitamin E concentrated. So that grease just really helped. You know, she put a little bit on her hand, and when she go to work it in a ponytail, or if she go to braid it, she still put her hair in braids. So she makes sure she had that grease ready to go. And so definitely something, vitamin E was just her first thought, which was really smart because it's vitamin E, as you guys know, is like one of those repairing and damage control vitamins. So yeah, definitely that was a definite help. And another thing that she suggested that I didn't want to do was get it trimmed. Obviously, if you have damage like that, you got to cut off the bad ends. I mean, it's just inevitable. You can't avoid it. I wanted to avoid it so bad. I think I did kind of like hold off on doing it, but she was like, you know, you got to get it trimmed. So I think we ended up going to like Great Clips. We didn't have like a set salon that we were going to like we do now, and Great Clips was like right up the street from our college and stuff. So I did go there, and so they cut off, I think think it was Great Clips. Yeah, who remembers Great Clips? Y'all still go there? Yeah, Great Clips did a little trim and cut off my hair. Honestly, I didn't think they needed to cut that much off, but they did it anyway. I guess that happens when you don't have like a set stylist who knows your hair, but they definitely got the damage out. But I'm being dramatic. I was like, that's just too short, blah, blah, blah. And honestly, my hair was still long, but to me it was short because I was used to it being longer and stuff. So they cut it. I think what they were trying to do was make it even. And when you trim my hair, there's no way to just make it even without it being super short. I think that's what they were trying to do. My hair grows, like I said, my hair grows in layers, so cut it that way and stuff. But they didn't understand that, so it was even for a while, but then it started growing out, you know, in these regular layers. But to me, it just looked short. It looked super short. So, but it was needed. You have to do that sometimes. But yeah, I didn't like it at all. It had to be done, so it was done. So what was done was done. And so I had a do-over. But yeah, I think that was just like the turning point for like my hair routine as far as actually getting one. Especially me and Erica, both of us, Erica and I, we started asking questions and asking other people questions, like people on our job, and like we started asking like our classmates and stuff that looked, you know, our other black friends that had their hair, they were wearing their hair natural. That's the thing. A lot of our friends weren't wearing, didn't have relaxers, but they were still telling us, you know, hey, oils work and stuff. We're like, oils? Yeah, I mean, like, you put oil in our hair? Because guys, we were grease babies. We were all about the grease and stuff. That's all we ever knew was grease on the scalp, grease on your hair, pink lotion too, throw that in there and stuff. And they were like, yeah, oils and stuff, like olive oil. They're throwing out coconut oil. We're like, coconut oil? Listen, coconut oil is all the rage. I mean, it still is, but we still, to this day, we still ask people. We still do that and everything. So we get ideas from just talking to people, word of mouth and all that stuff. Asking really does help. I learned to wrap my hair, like I said, that was a game changer. And just being honest, setbacks are bound to happen with any hair journey. I wouldn't be ashamed of it or anything. Like, sometimes you just can't control it. Sometimes you can, but it's just like a way to start over, and in a way it's kind of a cool thing, because like I like new starts sometimes, new beginnings. But yeah, sometimes your setback can give you a greater comeback. So just look at it that way. So that's why I always keep around like this emergency hair kit. I always keep this in my hair stash. But like I mentioned, my satin, like the satin bonnet, satin scarf, satin pillowcase. But also I have vitamin E oil. I keep that in my bathroom cabinet. It's good for skin, but it's also amazing for hair. Like I said at the beginning, it's the main thing that kind of got my hair back into the tip-top shape. It's just one of those miracle vitamins that really work to repair your hair, any kind of damage. Like, it's amazing. So it's good to have, because I like the oil because you can just use that and mix it in with like your moisturizer that you're using, or just put it in with some other oils and stuff and just either work it throughout your scalp. But I mainly use it on my hair. But I also have shears in my little stash too. And no, I'm not cutting my hair on my own. I still go to Lisa, our hairdresser. She does that. But shears are also important, because if you see if your ends are starting to either get a little nasty looking, like I just do my own like dusting sometimes. Lisa will do it too, but I do that, you know, it just makes my hair look a little bit better. So I usually get my trims on like once or twice a year. I think it's been once a year for the past year. I'm about to get it trimmed again. But to me, having those 3 items around, or 5 if you want to count individually the satin, but like, yeah, the satin, the vitamin E, and the shears, having them around is really vital, and really keeping your hair healthy, and just like from going into setback mode, because it just really kind of, I mean, I don't know what kind of other setbacks can happen, but just like the way I had my setback, that's why I keep those around, because like I still remember it. And like I said, it wasn't that big of a setback, but like I said, to me it was, because I had to cut my hair. But yeah, but yeah, that's it pretty much about my little setback story. Like I said, since then nothing bad has ever really happened yet. I haven't had much breakage, you know. I'm still asking questions. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Google, trying to look up ways to really keep my hair in tip-top shape. You know, I discovered rice water. Rice water, if you guys don't know about that, I have a video. Eric and I, we both have a video on that. We'll have that link below and up here somewhere. But Yeah, rice water is one of those ways you can combat damage because it's one of those strong protein treatments that can make your hair strong. Deep conditions, with all this stuff that we discovered, you know, we have videos on that. Those really help, and those came from us just, you know, trying it out, asking questions, you know, so just, or looking on Google, just Googling everything. So just really don't take your hair routine as it is, like just kind of grow with it, you know, adapt or something like that, and test the water, see what you can do with it, with your hair and stuff. So, and when you find something that works, stick with it, you know, and then change it up every now and then because you don't want your hair to get, you know, caught up with the same routine, but just like basic routine, just stick with it. And that's what we're doing. So let me know what other setbacks, if y'all have had any setbacks. Some of y'all probably haven't, but some of y'all probably have. And if there's any other setbacks you had besides breakage, I mean, I can't really think of any other ones that would happen. Well, I mean, there's other setbacks out there that you guys let me know. Y'all never leave us hanging in the comments. Y'all always come through with those comments. And that's all I have for you guys. Make sure you subscribe. We have more hair videos coming. Subscribe to us if you're not, and I'll see you guys next Sunday with Erica, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.